Welcome back, guys. So this week we have some new words. We are working on the words more and the words finished. So we are doing one of my favorite books this week. We're going to be doing Room on the Broom. So you guys have activities for the vocabulary, different adjectives, and also working on characters and objects. So why don't we go through the vocabulary first so we know what we're looking for in our book. So first we want to find a cat. Our book has a cat.
Could you call the office for me?
Whoops. A dog. Woof, 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 woof. A bird. A frog. Hop, 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 hop. A witch. And a witch always needs her hat. A dragon. A bow. A wand. A broom. Sweep, 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 sweep. A horrible beast. And last but not least, a cauldron. So now we know what we're going to be looking for, and we're going to be using some of the words to describe them. Maybe the color, if it's yellow, if it's red, if it's little, if it's spotted, if it's broken, if it's flying, jumping, mean, new, scared, or muddy. Those are some of the words you're going to be thinking about while we're listening to the story, Room on the Broom. Parents, you're welcome to, this is on my playlist on the YouTube channel, or you can find this video under the teacher's library, Room on the Broom.
Room on the Broom. Written by Julia Donaldson and illustrated by Axel Schaefer. The witch had a cat and a hat that was black, and long ginger hair and a braid down her back. How the cat purred and how the witch grinned as they sat on their broomstick and flew through the wind.
Our witch had her cauldron, her hat, and her cat.
But how the witch wailed and how the cat spat. When the wind blew so wildly, it blew off the hat. Down! Cried the witch as they flew to the ground. They searched for the hat, but no hat could be found. Then out of the bushes, on thundering paws, there bounded a dog with the hat in his jaws. He dropped it politely, then eagerly said, as the witch pulled the hat firmly down on her head, I am a dog, as keen as can be. Is there room on the broom for a dog like me? Yes! Cried the witch.
So they're going to add more people to their broom. There's going to be the witch with her hat, the cat, and the dog. There are more people on the broom.
Witch, and the dog clambered on. The witch tapped her broomstick, and whoosh, they were gone. Over the fields and the forest they flew. The dog wagged his tail, and the stormy wind blew. The witch laughed out loud and held on to her hat, but away blew the bow from her braid, just like that. Down! Cried the witch, and they flew to the ground. They searched for the bow, but no bow could be found. Then out from a tree, with an ear-splitting shriek, there flopped a green bird with a bow in her beak. She dropped
Bird found the bow.
it politely and bent her head low, then said, as the witch tied her braid in the bow, I am a bird, as green as can be. Is there any room on the broom for a bird like me?
Is there more room on the broom for the bird? We already have our cat and our dog and our witch with her hat and our bird will come along.
Yes! Cried the witch. So the bird fluttered on. The witch tapped the broomstick and whoosh! They were gone. Over the reeds and the rivers they flew. Their birds shrieked with glee, and the stormy wind blew. They shot through the sky to the back of beyond. The witch clutched her bow, but let go of her wand. Down! Cried the witch, and they flew to the ground. They searched for the wand, but no wand could be found. Then all of a sudden, from out of a pond, leaped a dripping wet frog with a dripping wet wand. He dropped it politely, then said with a croak, as the witch dried the wand on a fold of her cloak, I am a frog, as clean as can be. Is there any room on the broom for a frog like me?
Is there room for more animals on the broom? We have a cat. We have a dog. We have a bird, and we have a frog. The dog, the cat, the bird, the frog.
Yes, said the witch. So the frog bounded on. The witch tapped the broomstick and whoosh, they were gone. Over the moors and the mountains they flew. The frog jumped for joy and the broom snapped in two. Down fell the cat and the dog and the frog. Down they went tumbling into a bog. The witch's half broomstick flew in a cloud, and the witch heard a roar that was scary and loud. I am a dragon, as mean as can be, and which with French fries taste delicious to me. No! Cried the witch, flying higher and higher. The dragon flew right after her, breathing out fire. Help! Cried the witch, flying down to the ground. She looked all around, but no help could be found. The dragon drew near with a glint in his eyes and said, just once I'll have a witch without prize. But just as he planned to begin on his feast, from out of a ditch rose a horrible beast. It was tall, dark, and sticky, and feathered and furred. It had 4 frightful heads. It had wings like a bird. And its terrible voice, when it started to speak, was a yowl and a growl and a croak and a shriek. It dripped and it squelched as it strode from the ditch. And it said to the dragon, "That's off. That's my witch." The dragon drew back and he started to shake. "I'm sorry," he sputtered. "I made a mistake. It's nice to have met you, but now I must fly." And he spread out his wings and was off through the sky. Then down flew the bird, and down jumped the frog. Down climbed the cat, and phew, said the dog. "And thank you, oh thank you," the grateful witch cried. "Without you, I'd be in that dragon's inside." Then she filled up her cauldron and said with a grin, "Find something, everyone, throw something in." So the frog found the lily, the cat found the comb, the bird found a twig, and the dog found the bone. And they threw them all in, and the witch stirred the spell. Iggity, ziggity, zaggity, zoom! Then out rose a truly magnificent broom, with seats for the witch and the cat and the dog, a nest for the bird and a pool for the frog. "Yes!" cried the witch, and they all clambered on. The witch tapped the broomstick, and whoosh, they were gone. The end.
We are finished with our book about the witch and the broom. And her broom had way more room than I thought that it would. We have lots and lots of words we could use to go through our story. So I want you to go through the story again and think about when they felt scared. They felt scared when they saw the big fire-breathing dragon. And when we heard the word broken, it was the broom. So the witch had to wave her wand to get a new one. So I want you to go through those with your papers at home and then sort all of our things into either a who for our character, or an it for our object. Our characters are people, and our objects are things. So let me give you an example. A broom, it does not have eyes or a mouth. So our broom, it can't be a person. It doesn't have hair, and we don't call it he or she. So it is an object. We would use the word it. Our dog, he has eyes and a mouth and a nose, and he says, woof, woof. He was a character in our story, a person or thing that the story was about. Now I want you to go through the rest of them and figure out how many more are characters and how many more are objects. Remember, you have all the pictures you need. Thank you for listening to this story with me, guys. I'll see you next time.